Ladies and gentlemen, Allie is running around everywhere. We are hoping that third time is the charm. It may not be. It may not be. She's going upstairs to check on the television to make sure that words are lined up with shooting, aligned up with parachutes. At any rate, we hit 58 subscribers. I think we dropped one, went right back up. Today was just an amazing day, guys. 2 more shorts went out. One, we apologize to all the subscribers here. They will probably get a short twice. We renamed it to see if it would be picked up a little bit better. We'll wait and see. But thank you for bearing with us on that. But through it all, guys, you have been there with us, having fun. And I do want to say one thing, that before we came on air, I won. And I celebrated like I won. And not many people know the feeling of walking around, chest held high, understanding that you and you alone are victorious. And as you gaze upon the crowd, you realize there is no crowd. No one hit record. Well, the tree fell in the woods, and we got a one-handed man clapping. But I'm back. We are waiting for Allie. As soon as she gives us the thumbs up, she will be playing this game because it is her turn. It has been her turn through all of these technical difficulties. Let me tell you, the countdown clock is just like NASA. It's not SpaceX, it's NASA. That thing's going to start going down, and it's going to start over about 100 times. So just get used to it. We're not making that kind of money yet. We're getting government checks, not SpaceX checks.
Now you deploy to the Warzone.
So we move that slowly, guys. Alright, here we go. Alright, she would go to hydroelectric. What would Allie do? First thing she'd do, she'd go to hydroelectric. She would look...
5 seconds!
Oh, these are too close to buy zone. She wants to look away from buy zones. Let me see.
Battle Royale.
Let me get her into her comfort zone. There is a gas station way out here. She can avoid. It will be a trek.
Get to the safe zone.
We'll get her some money just in case. Well, don't ask me, chat. Yes, yes. The theory is, yes, I have told her. Well, join the club. Join the club. She'll be here. You let her know. I've told her at least once. I know I've said something. But I'm glad to hear it's more common knowledge. Well, they should. I did start it. I did start it. Make no mistake about it. Everybody heard it here first. You gotta remind them, chat. Okay.
Enemy dropping into
This
the AO.
is the ugliest gun. Not only, oh yeah, we're going. Oh, if Allie wants to, I'm gonna give her the option of sniping. All right. The one thing. Okay. Thank you. Boom.
Redeploy drone here.
Boom.
Cabron, buy station here.
Okay. I like this play better. I didn't think so. Allie, I think you got beat on your first turn. Yeah, on your first turn, Allie, you got beat.
Fight for your chance to redeploy.
Don't worry, you're gonna have a chance to fight for your redeployment.
Oh, thank you. Hi, guys. It's good to see you all today.
Wow.
Let's put this right here. I know.
Wow.
I know. Dude, you know what?
You should have heard what she was saying. She said for the last 3 days I've been practicing. I
Yeah.
got this all down.
That's what I said.
And you said as soon as we press start, it'll be like your
Yeah.
dream has come true.
My dreams are coming true every moment.
And like that, it's your turn.
Back to base.
I realize I don't know how to use Apple products anymore.
Why don't you?
I think my fingers have just gotten used to different languages. I don't know.
You used
Oh,
to that
there, look.
Samsung. My goodness, that is a different language. I feel like Helen Keller on that shit. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm still just I'm
I
pretending.
shouldn't say that. I'm
I'm pre-
sorry. Never, chat. I am very sorry about that. But anyway, continue.
No, I still don't really know anything I'm doing. All this stuff's too complicated. This is a known discussion among us at this point. How I don't know, guys. I'm not that great with technology. I think I'd like to think I am, but I'm usually wrong. So I don't know what that means for the greater world, but I'm clearly wrong at being right.
I think we talked about this just a bit last stream. If you are wrong, then I am so far beyond wrong. Didn't we establish
No,
this?
but I actually don't think you're right. This is
Because
why I think
I'm
it's worth
tethered to
revisiting.
your wrongness, and if what I assumed was your rightness.
Well,
Now, if you come out and say you're tethered to me and it's all wrong, and I'm like feeling like I'm in the Wrath of Khan, wrong ship, wrong ship.
oh. At the end of the day, you know what it comes down to, guys? It comes down to patience. For me, it's being patient with myself because I expect to walk in innately knowing how to work a piece of technology.
Yep.
Like, I'll turn it on and be like, oh, it must be this simple. Click, 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 you do that. Most of the time, I'm wrong. And it does not turn out great because I tend to get frustrated with myself and that ends up taking more time. And for someone that's got,
I have
you know,
the same thing. I have the same thing. My first thing is patience with you as well.
it usually is patience with me. I'd say that's about right. Whether it's yours or mine going in my direction, I'm the one that needs the
Everybody, I'm
patience.
teasing. See, that's why people need to watch the shorts in full context. A big shout out to the VOD squad. Welcome. If you're catching this later on, we love you for that. Leave a comment if you're liking what you're seeing. Tell people about us if you're liking what they're seeing. It's really easy. You knock on people's door and you'd say, "Hi, have you been to my church?" And if their answer is no, you say, "I want to talk to you about gaming. Specifically, Call of Duty. Do you have a duty?" I think that would win a lot of people over.
I think that could do it. If someone showed up at my door and said, hey, let's talk about God, and you're like, I don't feel like it. Like, all right, well, let's talk about gaming. Like, oh, well, okay, well, maybe we do have something in common now, don't we?
Yeah. If I sound a little excited, it's because I am, guys. I'm going to visit my best buddy from high school. I've been gaming with him since high school.
My
We're probably going to be
goodness, that's a
gaming
long
all
time.
weekend long, not doing anything.
That's awesome. You're going to have so much fun.
We can't do anything. It's hotter than Hades down there. He lives next to the devil's asshole in Texas. It's
Ouch.
hot.
Yeah. Sounds it.
All right, I'm already getting ready for meeting him. Yeah, my language needs to calm down. Certainly. Goodness gracious, Mark. Where's your civility? You kiss your mother with this mouth.
Wait a minute.
What?
In preparation for your journey, you're worried about civility.
Well, around everybody here, I mean, everybody here in stream, I mean, it's top class. Classy all the way around.
Well, yeah, we hang out with classy people. I know how it goes.
It's a little jerky.
It's a little jerky, yeah.
Ooh. One more frame break like that, you gotta start. You gotta start over.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Let's try that again. Mulligan. But not me, it's a game mulligan. Here, should I quit it and restart the game?
You know, it wouldn't hurt because we're on an SSD. It's fast. It'll be fast as lightning.
Alright, let's try this again, guys. Really make it happen. And hey, I do have some cool things that I added to our other cool stream elements. So in the event of me getting angry,
try one out.
A little more. Y'all want to check out how?
Try one that says, "Hey, we're happy. Thank you. We got some hand clappings or something. Like something went off in chat, like patish. You know how sometimes like fireworks go off and stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to make those. I don't have the fireworks yet. It's really cool.
So what about the stuff where it's like, hey, then there's a dono and then like a car drives by. It says, yeah, thank you, John, for your donation. You got that one where it says their name, or thank you, 12V7. And it peels out and goes out, you know, for your $3 donation. What do you got? No, your cool stuff. Show us.
I got a screen to put on when we're raging.
I'm just teasing, guys. We are starting by like comparing it to like Tim the Tap Man and shit with staff.
Because they've got it all going on.
They got staff, man. They got staff to do. They got staff for their thumbs.
You like saying staff a lot.
Well, speaking of that, you can employ people from different regions of different countries that do this very well for not that much money.
Yeah, the virtual land now. No one's working together
I
anymore.
don't think AI will make thumbs for you yet. I mean, if you get a program that says AI is going to make, but if you go to Bing and say I need you to make a thumb for me because I'm going to play Warzone tonight, solos. I might be sniping. I might not.
They're like, yeah.
I'm hanging out with. What are you tonight? Tonight you're my mistress. I'm hanging out with my mistress.
I'm the mistress tonight?
You're not supposed to know that. I just go home to, because I get really partial to my own bed.
But you say you're gonna leave her.
And I promise you one day I will. I just got to get through this whole living thing.
Yeah, it's just going to be a rough ride for you.
Not for me.
Especially with such an old lady.
Not for me.
Not for you, why not? Well, I mean, I don't want you to have a rough ride, but why in particular? No one wants you to have a rough ride.
I want you to have a rough.
No one wants you to have a rough ride. Not really.
Oh, you're supposed to start the game again? Doesn't matter how fast our ass starts.
Sorry, guys. I thought I did. It must have done something else.
Maybe I should start the... Maybe...
I thought I did. Clip that, guys.
Maybe you did and it went back. You can hit it again. Hit A. No, it's fast. Just keep hitting A.
Checking for things and loading our statistics. All the stuff we do. Cool. Man, they got lots of cool stuff.
And we're off.
And we're off again.
We need to get 2 kills in all Mazrah City to really get us up there.
I know we've got work to do in the XP department.
I worked hard on those.
Yourself and do a contract. Those took a lot of effort there.
What, those contracts?
Yeah, you should buy a self-revive and start a contract.
The self-revive wasn't hard. The starting the contract when there's only a couple there, it's not that easy.
But I do believe that.
Because everybody's diving for the same one. They're all like dogs, and it's whoever is the fastest dog out of the plane, got the math all right, swooping in there to drop in the chute, 6 seconds before or 6 inches above the ground. Doing Jedi flips because it hears the whatever tick, 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 and then grabs it and jumps out of there doing a backflip while shooting you in the skull. Saying, have fun in your next game. Brought to you by Warzone.
You're welcome.
Then the guy probably just blows himself up. All he wanted was the XP.
Oh.
And I'm just left there dead, going to the gulag at number 148.
Because some dude went kamikaze on it.
It'd be better to just wait on the plane.
Sometimes it is.
Or just fall.
You'll likely be among friends until someone like us finds you.
What you do is since you don't have auto deploy and you fall with all those guys that quit, you just keep falling, and then once you hear them hit deploy, you just fall a little bit farther, then hit deploy, hit the ground, and they just start mowing. It's raining blood and death above you.
That's gotta be gross.
Well, it's only a pistol.
So not a huge shower, just trickles?
Well, it's kind of like what would it be like? If you shot a watermelon, the watermelon juice would dribble out. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be like, fount of blessing. It's not even going to feel like a kid urinating on you either.
Nothing close to The Shining or something.
No. Rivers of blood.
Rivers and buckets.
Buckets of blood don't flow from an elevator shaft like that.
Well, it depends how
That's
many
rivers.
buckets.
That's like an ocean wave hitting the...
What if it's one of these buckets?
What buckets?
These.
Oh.
What if this was the size of the bucket? Then it would be true. Then it would be buckets.
I've never called those buckets, but all right.
They're not actually
Is that what
buckets.
they call them here?
No.
Buckets?
I was repurposing them for my mind.
I've always thought bucket just implied you can carry it somewhere. But I get it.
There's machines that could carry
There's an
that.
it, and it holds buck or whatever.
Buck. It.
Your ideas are good ones.
I know. Alright, I'm actually gonna start playing now. Let's do this.
5 seconds. Battle Royale.
Let's see. Oh, Mazrah City. Where's Mazrah
Get to
City?
the safe zone.
That's our LZ.
Over here.
So if anybody's wondering, well, I'll just tell you the story. We've got woods in our backyard, and in those woods in our backyard, there are some wetlands. Not anything like real, but it's just one of those kind of wetlands. Hey, you can't build on this. It's just not stable. So we're going back and thinking, well, we've got to consider, we don't have a lot of land, but we have enough land that if we got some of those woods out of there, there'd be a nice, I'm not going to call it meadow, but a place where there could be just some open space and maybe some beautiful Japanese maples, maybe a weeping willow, something like that. Something really beautiful. And we are going to, or at least I'm going to explore what trees to save, how we get out there and get... Now the big deal is hauling off, because it's woods. And it's not just briar and all the natural vines that you would associate with killing, underbrush and all that kills trees. So you got to get that out of there. You've got to get the young saplings that are just due course of forestry. And then you want to probably leave some of your older trees or your more beautiful trees just because, if they're healthy. But there's a machine. It's called a forestry mulcher. And the thing is about as big, maybe a little bit bigger than a forklift, but with one of those bulldozer lifter things on the front, right?
Yep, got you.
But definitely got more stout to it. This thing it feels strong. It's a little bit more tankish. Same type of build, but a little bit more tankish. And it just goes through that forest and it just chews it alive. So even logs that have been laying on the ground for a while, a whole tree it can just drive its jaws through that tree and transform that thing into wood chips.
No matter and this is like tree, like actually tall trees,
yes,
like not like already been cut down into like chunks or something.
So in our case, I bet what they would do is they would designate the trees that they want to take down. Those that are above a certain height, I would say probably above, what do you want to say? I'm going to say above 7 meters. If they're above 7 meters, they're probably going to want to take them down with a chainsaw and then mulch them up. But once they get a little higher than that, for sure, that they're probably going to want to climb a little bit, or they're going to want to take them out with a chainsaw and just control the way they fall. But once they're down on the chainsaw, that's when they mulch them all up. So I imagine the first part of the day, is that the snipe?
Yeah.
The first part of the day.
A snipe.
Hostiles are using recon.
Or the first day would be spent marking the trees and then beginning to dismantle the trees that you don't want. And the second or third day, if you're lucky, it only goes 2 days, is to completely obliterate all the ground logs, all the sticks that have accumulated over the years into just simple wood chips. And you blow through there. Then apparently you can sod or sow seed over those wood chips. And because wood is so integral to soil, if you just... Uh-oh, that's a bomb. Or is that a UAV drone?
UAV. Oh, man. Creeped me out. So you said you can plant on top of the wood chips?
Yeah, you can do... You can plant on top of the wood chips for sure. You just sow seed. Usually it's the time of year. Now, I'm just getting into the very beginning of this process and understanding. It really kind of comes under the umbrella of homesteading. Beginning to get the land ready for cattle, for farmland, for all these different things. It's really fascinating, but there's this machine that would have cost a group of men 3 weeks, or a single person 3 weeks, and a group of men like 3-4 days. Now it can take a single guy 3 days to just take care of it himself. I'm not saying I would do that. I would hire a professional rather than try to rent one of these machines. And I don't even know that they're rentable. But $3,000 a day was what this one dude was charging.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta have probably kind of a license to work one of those. It's not just a Home Depot.
I don't know.
This.
I don't know what kind of license you need to have.
Well, to work a machine like that, you'd figure something. Heavy machinery license. That's even a thing. I'm sure that's a thing, right?
Well, sure. I mean, do you have to have a license to operate a forklift? Because you could go do damage. You pull up in a Wendy's drive-thru and flip a car.
Yeah, you do.
You don't have to have a driver's license to operate a forklift.
Not a driver's license, but I'm sure there's some kind of something.
Maybe you have to be certified.
I remember from The Office.
I'm forklift certified. The Office said you had to be?
No. The show, The Office. They had that safety training episode. They're yelling at Michael for using all the big things in the warehouse. Because he wasn't trained. It didn't have a license. Ended up knocking over
Have
a
you
bunch
ever
of stuff.
driven a forklift?
Nope.
Me either.
Looks like fun. But no, I have not. I'm going to start finding things soon, though. I don't have any plates. Everything's been cleaned out around here.
It looks well thought out.
What does?
The forklift.
Oh, like as a machine?
Yes. The fact that you would think that something like that would be principally unbalanced by the time it lifted its load even a 16th off of the ground, it would be unbalanced. Yet at the same time, it's able to take these humongous loads and lift it so far high above its head and stay so foundationally stuck to the ground. What a powerful machine that is.
It's incredible. And to be able to have the dexterity to manipulate things as well as it does.
Yeah, you should have a license to drive that. You have to have a license to drive a dump truck. I learned that the hard way.
What do you mean you learned that the hard way?
Like everyone else. See a dump truck, drive a dump truck. It's not until you're pulled over they give you all the rules. There are rules.
Well, yeah, there's rules. Where'd you grow up? There's no rules driving tractors and stuff.
Well, where I grew up, I was driving at a very young age. But let's just say
True, yeah.
where this happened, I got my driver's license at 16.
And you decided to drive a garbage truck at 16?
Dump truck.
I mean, what?
A dump truck. You know, the kind that looks like, the stuff you used to play with when you were a kid.
Oh, I got it. Yeah,
you
dump
walk
truck.
by, the door's open, the keys are in the dump truck. You know how to drive a stick shift. It doesn't look all that hard. You just see the 3 pedals on the bottom. It's got the numbers on the floor. And usually these things have lots and lots of gears, but the old dump trucks didn't have lots and lots of gears.
Oh, no.
They had a big winding first gear, big winding second gear, because the expectation was you weren't going to get much out of third, ever. But now these modern trucks, when you steal them, they've got all these... Well, now I say they're all automatic, but they used to be, you had like 16 gears.
Andre says he needs a fork attachment on his tractor.
On his how is that balanced?
Oh, you said a dump truck would make his life so much easier. Yeah.
Who are you telling? That's why I took it.
Yeah.
That's why I took it. I was getting divorced, and I'm like, this is going to make it way easier.
Did it help?
If you ask her, no. If you ask me, I never saw her again.
So I guess good then. I need some ammo, friends. I really do. I'm a little more involved in this game.
It's alright, I'll get high kill towards the end. I feel it.
It has to.
We're sniping tonight, Andre. You wouldn't...
Well, I didn't get one yet.
Well, you can watch the beginning of the stream at some point if you want to see how
Oh
ridiculous. Nothing ridiculous gameplay. It's just whatever you're seeing now. Starting it today. Getting the mic stuff right from Sunday night worked. However, a lot of things stopped working 10 minutes right before we're supposed to go live. And what cursed it was, everything's working.
How dare I say something so silly?
But I hope it's under control. I hope you're having a good time. Hope you had a good day. Hope you guys are getting excited.
Oh, man. So much fun.
One thing I was going to tell you, and a friend of mine told me, and I'm about to go do it again, is there's nothing in the world like swimming with your daughter when you're a dad. Nothing like it. And she said that your daughter will remember it for the rest of her life. Every time that she swims with her dad. And I was thinking back to my own childhood. I remember when I swam with my dad. And then I asked you, and you said, yes, I remember when I swam with my dad. And I'm like, I bet that's true. because they're only a certain age once when they're really, hey, you're in the water, you feel like I can lean on you like a life jacket. Whether that is true or not is a totally different story. But you can lift them out of the water if a bigger wave comes and it's not big to you, that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah. Man, she's getting so big. When you play with her in the water this year, it's just gonna be crazy. You know. What do you say?
Hostile UAV overhead.
Let's see. Since the start of the stream, YouTube notifications did pop off several times.
What? Oh, it did?
Starting and stopping. Yeah, I know. Well, I'll look forward to swimming with my daughter.
Hey man, we got what did we get? We got 58, then we dropped subs, then we dropped down to 57. And then did we come right back up to 58 today?
59.
59. Oh man, so we're pretty stoked, dude.
A little back and forth.
No, I'll take
It's
that back
fun.
and forth as long as that back and forth is just, steady on the rise. It's like Mount Everest, man.
Plates and ammo. Where's SMG ammo? How have you zero of it? Alright, there's a little.
You do need it. Do you have an AR?
Yeah.
That's gotta be your primary right now then. You don't got enough. You don't got the guts.
You don't have the guts. Oh man. It's one of the best.
Nope.
Nope.
Get out of the fight. Yeah.
Not happening. I thought I might be able to get something out of that.
He still may see you. Your wrong elbow or your wrong shoulder is poking out on this side.
Yeah. And I still
I've learned that the hard way.
Well, I got sniped, but good.
I don't know how y'all are gonna parent, but I remember the first time I put Ryan in the water. I don't know if you were with me. I think I was just doing swimming lessons by myself at that point. The water was so cold. It was like June or something. Like swimming lesson times. I mean, in Connecticut, the water doesn't even get warm until September and then turns bitter cold again.
Happy swim lessons
Happy
in
swim
early June.
lessons. So I'm getting in this water here, and she's feeling fine. I mean, she's cold, but her lips are turning purple, but she's feeling fine after a while. And the sun's out, so eventually you warm up. But that feeling of just holding her and spinning around and watching her body that's usually, kind of awkward on the ground feel so graceful and dance-like is amazing and free. Because you always hear that babies instinctually know certain ways to keep themselves above water and to swim. But when you see it in action, it's different.
Advise you load up now.
Man. Oh, he says his parents have a heated pool. That is awesome.
Oh, nice.
Alright, I'm just coming down here to get some plates. Let's get me some plates. And some ammo. All I want, guys, plates and ammo. Can you hook me up? That's a no. Sounds like a solid, don't think so. Nice. Alright. Let's see where this takes us. To the land of getting sniped in our faces. these ropes. I hate taking these ropes because it's like you just never know who's going to be waiting for you at the top. I hope it's not anybody, but it's always a chance of being somebody.
There you go. Come on. You got a Semtex? You got a Semtex?
Yep, I know. He's gone down in there, though.
Yeah, I was gonna throw. You got a Semtex? You gonna throw it at him? Oh, he's
Right
gone
into
in
the
the
cave.
cave. There he is. There you go.
Be advised, enemies deployed a buy station.
All right, we got ourselves a top 36 in this place. Oh no, no.
Oh,
No,
I was trying to get
see.
away.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for me to go.
Choose the other path. Choose the other path. The one he's not shooting at.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll go to that path.
I'm just trying to get
Let's
the
go to
rage
that
screen.
one.
I'm just trying to get the rage screen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
You could have gotten it off me
That
on
rage
that one.
screen.
You could have definitely got it off me.
It's gonna be a bad news situation for whoever makes me mad enough for that rage screen to come on.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Alright, all the things. Where's more things for me? Give me more things. That's
There
pretty
you
nice.
go. There you go.
And that's pretty nice.
You're ready to win now, except for Gassy.
Gassy and plates,
But they've
baby.
got all the money for the Gassy and
Hostile
plates that you
UAV
need.
overhead.
Yep, and there's a little money station over here.
They want you to win this. Come on now.
They really do.
Come on now. We all want this win.
They've been rooting for me for a long time, huh?
There you go. Turn it on him.
Nicely done.
Make him pay a little bit.
I don't have any plates. This is unwise.
It's alright. There's a plate in here, I think, on the other wall. I might have mistaken it, though.
Hostile UAV
Nope.
active.
Helmets are on.
Nothing over here
Can you
helps
get
me.
to that buy zone without getting shot at? He's got to come to you.
Oh my god. Nope. Nope. Nope.
You can't get to the.
25 remain.
You can't get to that buy zone because that guy third-partied you.
I know. I should have looked out for the third party, obviously there, even though I couldn't see it, kind of thing.
He came up behind you. I don't think you saw him.
25th place.
I don't think you saw him.
I think we should do the rage screen just for a moment because I'm mad.
No, we got to get you really mad. Monkey ball mad.
No one wants to get me monkey ball mad. That's a level of anger that's reserved for the few. But oh, I didn't see that earlier comment. Thanks, Andre. He said consistency is key. Gives a really awesome vibe, very wholesome. Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks, brother. What
It's
we're
okay.
trying to do, for his consistency's sake, is let people know when we're going to. We're not good enough about letting people know after the stream. Well, in stream, we tell people, hey, we're gonna this week is odd because we're gonna stream on Sunday and Tuesday instead of Sunday and Thursday or whatever we end up doing, and that's one thing we've watched and learned about that kind of consistency and just reminding people we're out there through shorts. What did you say about our shorts? Because I don't think I'm making long form content.
So I was talking to a friend and I kind of explained what we're doing, how fun it is, and she's not ultra familiar with, you know, YouTube and gaming.
Anything.
And
You
any
could
of that
just say
stuff.
YouTube and then you get it.
Yeah. So, so it's like, oh, hey, you should check this out. She's like, wow, some of your videos are really short. Some of them are like 3 hours.
Yeah, she saw something that was like 3 hours.
She's like,
hey, you want to watch this show?
Yeah,
It's
she's
like,
like-
sitting down to a Wagner opera.
Yeah.
Hey, you got 8 hours?
Yeah.
I don't even have popcorn. What the hell? I'm not staying here.
So she said, like, I hope you don't take offense, but I don't think I'm going to watch that one. And I said, well, those are our live streams. We're just, doing the whole thing. And then we chop it up into shorts for your convenience. And so that's pretty awesome. So
I thought it was too. So if you enjoy it, the idea is that the shorts are hoping that at least that's what we're trying to do is draw people in with the
YouTube
shorts.
all the way there. So yeah. Also, guys, I found out some of my friends
Dusty
and
saying?
people have been making fun of me lately.
Sorry, Dusty.
Oh, that
They
sucks.
found out my YouTube channel on my profile, guys.
Oh,
It's rough, man.
We will deploy soon.
the Call of Duty is a place for bullies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's open season.
But what were we talking about? Sorry, I wanted to keep going on that.
Or just about how the shorts are just convenient, fun chop-ups of our live streams.
Chop it up, so... And they don't always follow the same chronology, but...
No, they rarely do, actually.
If you enjoy that short content, chances are you would enjoy the long form even more. That's our hope.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see a little bit more success because the hour traction on the VODs is going up a little bit, which is, as Andre well knows, but I don't know if you know, is that these 10 to 15 second clips, yet while they're great, what YouTube is interested is how long are people spending on the platform, and it's got to be more than 10 seconds at a time. In fact, they want it to be more than 3 minutes at a time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But they don't promote streaming. That's the toughie. It's like, come on, guys.
Now, why do you think that's the case?
I don't know, especially when they just signed big names like Tin the Tatman. But it could be they only want to be streaming with big names. I don't know. I have no idea. It could be that they're just dabbling their toe in it like the other platform did. Just to see Microsoft's platform, just to see if they could shake it up a little bit. I think there's a new one that's out right now that people are trying out. What am I doing? Should probably get a gun.
Oh, there's your snipe.
Yeah.
Probably looking for something a little shorter for the time being. Bouncing Betty. So guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please stick around, share with a friend, like, subscribe, spread the word.
You're about to see Rage, so stay tuned for Rage.
Yeah, tune in for some good quality Rage.
I can't guarantee it, but we're definitely I'm feeling that it's coming on from the sweets.
I haven't had a rage explosion yet this week. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. I'm overdue.
It's been a tough week at home dealing with her husband. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad y'all made it to me.
But things are already looking up.
Always are. Ooh.
I'm gonna go with this first. Then I'm gonna go with this.
Ooh. Now you're really not messing around.
I just need a little bit more money.
Gas is inbound.
This gun, it's like if King Midas liked explosives.
See that? Did you see how I had to overcorrect on that one?
Yeah. Comms vest.
Oh, Jason must have just liked my text.
Oh, is that what that sound is?
Yeah. Oh, why did I just... Oh, doesn't matter. I just wanted that. How many times has that happened? Yeah, I got 2.
I wonder if you can, like, plant one somewhere in mid-circle so that you can find it later.
What I want to get to a place where I can go snipe. That place feels like there.
Moving here.
Ooh. Oh, you can fly there.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's a great idea. Oh, these drones, man. I can't 100% trust them. They've failed me before. They've flown away from me in my
I
hour
have
of
to
need.
be very intentional. Where's my thing? Where'd it go?
I don't know, but that's the direction, yeah.
Moving.
Yeah, so those hills right in front of you. That wasn't very neighborly.
No. Not neighborly at all.
I don't think he wants to be friends. Doesn't he know that sharing is caring? Oh, someone did something. Peek the door. Now where'd he go?
Mierda.
There he is. What a shot. What a shot, man. I was all focused on the guy on the roof, and then, man, wham him.
Another fallen soldier.
How many times has that happened to you? You're looking up at the roof,
Oh man, too many times.
driving down the street, next thing you know, you don't even know what puppy dog's in front of you.
At least it's a puppy dog. There's worse things.
Soldiers, your pathetic lives belong to me now. There is only one way to win them back. Kill those across from you.
You better go get him.
You're going AFK? Oh,
You're going
it's
AFK.
me. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
It was that same dude.
I-
He must
I
have
was-
just died.
Well, he was gonna get hit by the same guy I got hit by. Oh, I just picked up the controller. I didn't realize. All right, it's your turn. 76th. That stings. I'll be much better next time.
I'm gonna do.
That
really
was
good.
not 76 is a bad way to end that.
No, but there's always gonna be some way for me to. Oh, I feel like every single time I start a game or I'm gonna go into a game, it's like that. You know, that inner go-getter kind of speech. Like, all right, I got this. You know, I'm gonna jump in there. I'm really gonna focus up.
So
make
do
things
you
happen,
do you
like all that
pump
stuff in my head.
yourself up? Do you pump yourself up in like a hip hop way or a high energy rock way or a like the way a football game starts? I mean, do you start that way?
I think sometimes. It depends on if I believe myself in enough to do the psych up speech.
Yeah, that's not the way. That's not the way. I mean, on occasion, I felt like psyching myself up like that, like, but not heavy beat or not fast beat. Go figure, something a little bit slower that just, settles, and really just.
Sort of grounding.
So it can vary upon, but anymore, I just don't listen to anything. I just can't listen to anything. Nothing distracts me. Everything makes me think of something. Even worse, something could make me think a different thought about a way I could conduct something, and then that could get into your mind, and then you blow something up. No, anymore. It's just you've done the work.
Mm-hmm.
You need to focus up, play some games, talk to some friends. That's it.
Yep.
Eat meat. Eat red meat. Force it down with water.
That's what your body decided, that it's born and bred to eat for fuel and use well.
It just has simply come down to that. That I have looked for everything, like well balanced this, well balanced everything. When I say, I think it came down to beef jerky. Somebody's like, hey, just eat as much beef jerky real quick, and it'll help instead of a granola bar or a protein bar or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, it did eventually go away. That blood sugar thing, it wasn't as fast as me downing, like a power bar or something like that. It wasn't nearly as fast.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
But after the power bar, you start to feel that weird energy sensation that you don't like. And I started feeling that in the emotional context of the music, where all of a sudden you feel your hands not feeling as strong as you want them to be.
Right.
And that's because your body has burned off that power bar and is now back to its original state of fuel consumption. So now I find if I eat an abundance of red meat, I mean an abundance, what a normal person would call, you've made a meal of red meat.
Carnivore.
And that's what I'll eat.
It works.
And it works like a charm.
It works. For
like
some
a
people,
charm.
it may not work. For you and for your body, it works fantastic.
Battle Royale.
But the problem is when you're sharing the green room with everybody, you look up at somebody and it looks like you got blood on your chin and you're sacrificed some animal and now you're eating their heart.
Don't disturb
What's
the
next?
musicians.
Their children?
You don't want to mess around with the musicians.
So you do the roll-ups, which is kind of nice because I can kind of hide it like I'm vaping.
Is that the better?
I think people would
that'd be
just
fun.
react better if they saw me vape than if they saw me eat a cigar made of red meat. Wouldn't you agree?
A cigar of red meat.
Because it does look raw. So some people, raw meat turns their stomach. You throw into that I'm going to consume it in front of their face rolled up like sushi, minus the good parts like rice,
Bread.
wasabi, seaweed.
But you don't eat raw beef. You eat cooked, cold beef.
I'm saying in the roast beef that we buy, calling the middle of that cooked is a close one.
I love that.
It has been warmed through at one point, but to call it cooked, that's a stretch, but that's why it's delicious. We happen to like our meat as close to alive as possible.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not live life on the edge?
I would say you do it one way or the other. I don't want to be disgusting, but I can tell people you've got these carnivores or whatever that say, I hunt, but I don't hunt for sport. What I hunt for, I save for my family, or I give away part of it, or I buy for. I'm splitting this with 4 families.
Right.
This slaughter.
My kill.
But if everybody on planet Earth would do that, it would destroy the natural world. So it would be a very privileged few that could go out and legitimately hunt their game. The rest of us would be totally reliant on farms, bigger, and then that inevitably leads to bigger farms and then bigger farms. It's a messed up situation.
Yeah. Our whole system of agriculture is messed up.
It's big food. Big food is as serious as big pharma.
Mm-hmm. Especially because, with the times, the rise of fast food.
Comes down to land. If you have land that you can legitimately sustain and harvest a crop, whether it be all vegetables and fruits, or you harvest animals, whatever, eggs, fish.
Oh man, it's all you need.
Water.
Water.
There's 2 ingredients.
Water. Absolutely. Oh my god, you scared the crap out of me.
I don't understand how
How did
he's
that not
not
work?
dead. Were you missing a plate? Because he only hit you in the hip.
Nope.
Were you on a long rifle?
I was on an AR. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have mine. Oh, and I had
There's
such
potential in that, but it looked like every shot hit and everyone was in the chest.
Yeah.
I feel like you got robbed.
I think I got robbed too, and I had the other gun I wanted for short range. I just did not expect him to scared the crap out of me. It's like, whoa, there you are, Gilly man. Thanks for popping in, scaring me.
Gilly. I'm trying not to quote Saturday Night Live. That'll show my age.
Why?
Depending on who you quote in Saturday Night Live. Like, I always find myself thinking about to my youth with the wild and crazy guys, the Coneheads. I think, man, those were the days. Then the cast got really sad with John Lovitz. Then the cast got even more sad.
Everybody got sad? What?
I wasn't alive for those SNL.
I'm like, what? That Wild and Crazy Guys. I'm like, yeah, I know that was on. Those guys were funny. Coneheads, I'm like, yeah, the movie was more my era than the skit. When SNL was on and I was too young to watch it, I wasn't allowed, but some of my friends were. That was in like the Will Ferrell, Sherry O'Terry, Molly Shannon kind of days.
So I visit a person, not to interrupt, but I visit a person with Alzheimer's today. And we were carrying on a conversation, and I asked this gentleman if he remembered Star Trek. And he said, yes, I did. I said, did you watch it with your fraternity friends when you were in college? And he said, no, that was a little after college. And I said, oh, so you must have watched it with your family. And he said, oh, yes. And he said, we gathered around the TV. We watched Star Trek. It was great. I said, have you ever heard of Star Trek The Next Generation? He said, no, never heard of that. And I said, well, it's Star Trek for me when I was a young boy, and I got to watch it like you did. And he said, okay, because he wasn't a young boy. And I said, there's this episode about Jean-Luc Picard, who is the captain, who was given a chance to go back to his childhood, and if he had regret, to change those regrets. Well, it turned out that his largest regret was not being so impulsive and being so reactionary and arrogant and brash and cocky. And so he goes back in time with the help of basically the ghost of Christmas past. Q. Goes back in time.
He would love that.
And he effectively talks him and his friends, or he talks his friends out of participating in a certain reckless behavior. No spoiler alert. Fast forward, he was promised that nothing would change. He would still be on the Enterprise, right? Fast forward, the end of this story, he's still on the Enterprise. However, he is Jean-Luc Picard, but he is no longer the captain. He is some ensign who does some piece of work where he can get not noticed intentionally, and only when his work is satisfactory does he ever get acknowledged, and it's great. So he's hidden from everybody. Had he not, so I explained to this person with Alzheimer's, I said, well, what do you think this means? And he said, it sounds like you need to live recklessly. And I thought that was an interesting answer to a question that, yeah, you would think, okay, naturally, you would say that those are formative mistakes.
Right.
You know, you being brash, you being arrogant. It's not the answer I expected.
No, that's a very poignant answer.
Which
no.
one?
No, about living recklessly. There's a lot of different ways you can take that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think back to one of the reasons I was not allowed to, well, I was essentially what's the word they go by in Haiti? Or the phrase they go by in Haiti? Live by the gun, die by the gun. Be reckless, die by being reckless. Live to be reckless, die by being reckless, die by being reckless.
All that.
Hostile recon is active.
Where's that? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, come on.
Enemy took that one, but we will be back to finish.
That's frustrating. Ugh. Sorry, guys. That was disappointing for everyone all around. Disappointing for everyone all around.
What'd you get? 63? That's
Yeah.
okay. We'll get it up there.
That was terrible. No, I got surprised and I was shooting a guy and we both ran out of ammo and we both tried to punch each other and he punched harder.
Oh, so you died in a
I died in a fist fight.
Oh, it's the lighting in here that's messing everything up.
Where's
I
my
just
phone?
realized I was talking to somebody about how lighting affects the game.
How bad things get when I don't have the lights the rights. Okay, there we go.
There,
There's the lights. Oh, the lights to light the nights. Lovely day. Well then. Streamverse, despite...
After next game, we take
Okay.
a slight break. So, guys, so just, you know, bathroom break, stretch our legs break. That's one thing we learned last week.
Mm-hmm.
Gracious, you gotta take a slight break. I was always wondering why those streamers do that. Get up, stretch their legs, turn the stream off. I'm like, y'all gotta keep going. Well, maybe when I was 9 or 16 years old, I could stand at that thing and let my eyes turn yellow.
Well, we sat here for a solid, 5 hours? One of the other times?
I was a kid that would never leave the movie theater for the restroom. Even his movies as long as, like, Dances with the Wolves or what's another killer long movie? In the Titanic.
Titanic's long.
Yeah,
That's like
something.
2.5 hours.
Couldn't I know I've gone longer than that. What's another
really long?
longer than that movie?
Gladiator, I think, was almost.
Yeah,
3 hours.
Gladiator, but
Picture.
longer than that.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Check weapons and
Long
gear.
is long
Holding
though.
for deployment.
Isn't Lord of the Rings? Isn't it like 7 hours each movie?
No, not each movie, but close. Yeah, long.
So not Lord of the Rings long, but long.
Well, they're not 7 hours.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Maybe cumulatively.
Cumulatively over the entire movie? Or during the intermissions?
I'd say if you're renting the movie from the Blockbuster.
And you have to take a lunch break in the middle of
Enough
it?
training. Now we face the enemy for real.
Well,
That movie is too long. I remember when somebody first showed me this movie, and we were about I think you were there. We were about 45 minutes into the thing, and I said we paused it for some reason, and I saw like 2 hours and something left. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, I just couldn't do any more of it. I thought it was going to be like your average 1.5, 2 hour movie. I'm like, I can push through any of this. But when I knew there was another movie and another quarter of a movie on top of it, and I thought I was getting close to halfway done.
Gas is approaching your position.
a lot of stuff
To
happens.
the safe zone.
Yeah, none of it I'm interested in, though.
That's the whole thing. You gotta actually want to read the book before you open it up.
Read the book.
Yeah, they were based on books.
I'm miles away from the book.
Well, I also meant it as a metaphor, but it didn't work out.
But it's isn't it kind of like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or what's that C.S. Lewis series?
Yeah, Chronicles of Narnia.
Chronicles of Narnia. Is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe one of those?
I never read those though.
I didn't either. They're supposed to be good, but they were all kind of shoved down my throat because
So that was probably the one.
he was
children-
a more of a evangelical Christian type of writer. So he was always promoted in my circles.
Oh. No, I think that was the one children's series that I missed out on. But
Really? I
Yeah.
bet you would like it today. People still swear by it.
perhaps. I've got books on my list. I've got to keep my brain occupied till the end of January.
What comes in January?
A new book. The brand newest one in the series I'm reading right
The
now.
brand newest?
The brandest newest. You know how like you want to see the next season after the TV show's over?
Yeah, I feel.
have to
Yeah,
wait?
yeah, definitely.
These you have to wait way longer for a new
Kind of
book.
like magazines. You remember that? Waiting for the next Maxim.
Maxim, no.
Which one was yours? Playboy?
Magazine times it was like
Just
Teen
teasing.
Pop.
Just teasing.
That's that.
Man, my brain is just flowy tonight. I don't know what it. I'm just giggly. I get to go be a boy again.
I know, you lucky ducky. I
So
hope it's
if
so
I
much
say
fun.
boyish stuff, it's just because I'm saying boyish stuff, everybody. What do I have here? Nothing.
Got a whole lot of nothing. Going no places.
You're darn right.
So you
Ooh,
decided then.
I did decide.
You decided then.
Whoops. Took something.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that last game I got killed by a bomb drone.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was really great.
I didn't believe you got killed by a bomb drone at first. Because I was looking around and I thought, oh, we made a short about this.
Yeah, I tried
That
to
wouldn't
run away
happen
and
again.
He caught me inside. I was trying to run away.
But either way, it says bomb drone.
Mhm.
So I thought you would have said bomb drone. Let's get away from here.
Yeah, you know when they said bomb drone?
What'd you do? Try to get away from there?
Nope, that's when the bomb drone appeared. It's like simultaneous warning and here. Okay, by the way, this water is not deep. Don't jump in the water. You will get crushed.
Will I get up here though?
Yes. Okay. Who wants some? Ooh, they're having a little race over there. Popped his tire.
Oh no.
Oh man, when you get all loaded up with ammo, what if you can snake it on top of the bridge?
What?
Just when you're flying just now, I'm like, what if you landed on one of those golden arches? That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh, scared the crap.
Well, you showed him. Whoa. His body just disappeared.
Black site is secure. All clear.
Where do I have to equip that?
I have to go back to and just equip. Alright,
That took way too...
everything is sorted.
I still don't have...
Let's kill the enemy.
Oh, I do have...
Oh, you have some. You got a friend in me. Just wanna shoot things, be real friendly. I'm just scanning for any movement. It's like,
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
even this high up, you can't see anybody.
No.
Guys, Mazrah's too big. Sorry.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Moving.
Alright, well then.
Yikes.
On bikes.
That's what I could use right there.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't see it.
Man. Well, we're making our journey across the Mazrah map. Because thanks, Call of Duty.
Yeah, here we go, guys. Whew. All right, but I'm feeling like, wow, that guy woke me up. That camper.
Woohoo.
Did you see that?
No. I was looking at some. Dude. I've been on both sides of that.
I know. I know. It is. There are few thrills about sending somebody in anger back home.
I know. Because we know what that anger is.
Yes.
It's so delicious.
And when you've been camped on, like, seriously, dunked. Like, okay, I should have looked.
How'd I miss that guy? Yeah. You can cause so much anger in such a very short amount of time.
Most people would not take the way that I took.
Have you ever wondered what, like, some of the, like... So when you kill some guys and you have that, you know, last words chat, or that death chat, whatever that's called, and you hear sometimes these guys just losing it, super mad.
Yeah,
Raging,
throwing their
going crazy,
computers and
you know.
shit. Yeah.
I always wonder, like, as soon as they're done, what is happening next? Are they throwing stuff? Is somebody yelling at them? Do they end up breaking up with somebody that day because they got so mad at you and what you did?
No, so you're asking what happens after you hear somebody rage quit?
I always wonder what they're doing. Like, okay, what happens next for them? Does their loss to you have lasting
they
effect?
reach for another bag of Cheetos, yell at their mom, and say that their stepdad doesn't love them, and say, if you really wanted me to be something, you'd get me that 490 card.
Pretty elaborate.
That's what I think those guys say. What do you think they say?
I think they take it out on, I don't know, their neighbors.
Oh.
Do extra yelling. Man, it's really unfortunate if you don't get along with your neighbors. It's so
How
hard
so?
to move right now. Cause just
Oh,
I
yeah,
think-
you would get up and move if you didn't get along with your neighbors?
well, I mean, if it's a bad situation, like you see sometimes, like on Judge Judy and stuff,
Moving here.
just some people should not live near each other.
Well, yeah, I agree. You see some horrible situations. But I don't see situations that can't be resolved. Do you?
Not usually, but there are
It can't
certainly
be
some
just, hey,
circumstances.
let's just build a bigger fence. Let's be respectful, you know, just for the family's sake, and let's just let it go. We got to live here. You got to live here. Right? That doesn't work with most people?
I'm sure it does work for most people. I'm thinking it doesn't work for some. There are some that don't have
Yeah.
that kind of
Moving.
presence or peace of mind or ability to,
Yeah,
extrapolate like that.
I happen to agree with you.
Hostile counter UAV
That's
overhead.
very disappointing. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
But you don't have. Let's say you're like a Mormon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Gas inbound.
How you like that? I don't
That was
even know.
pretty nice. Oh, why is it red?
Shark blood. I gotta figure out how to get out of here.
Shark blood? When did
This
I
is-
see any sharks?
Is that gonna go in that water?
Oh, and the reason why I can't see them. That's why there's blood. I get it.
And I made it out.
You did. You can
We'll
see
tell
the
that
light.
turquoise rubbish.
Turquoise rubbish.
The guy that shot me.
Oh. Was that his name?
I think it was.
It's pretty unoriginal.
It was that or something like Toy Jovi. Bon Jovi ripoff.
Toy Jovi.
lots of shit around here.
No one would expect you going towards them. That's one of those things that makes that a good play. It's because no one expects that you'll just come right towards them. Right, gas is coming to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta make a play here.
I hear you. Looks like that's what you're doing. Players make plays. What was the first game you really truly fell in love with? Like, first video game, you're like, okay, this is it. I'm a
Quake.
gamer for life.
Quake. Multiplayer Quake.
What system and when?
It got me back into gaming in 1995, and I had taken about a 2-year hiatus. And once I took that 2-year hiatus and I came back to Quake, it was all over from there. That was strictly PC, and then it wasn't the GameCube, it was the NES. I gotta go around. Can we get in? No, just turn around and just...
He's just gonna sit there.
Gas is moving in. New safe
Nice, man.
supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
No point, brother.
He is giving us a show.
Hostile UAV overhead.
Oh, things are getting spicy.
Sure.
Hostile UAV in this sector.
Got gas moving in.
Whew, very few plays here.
I find it so fascinating that different languages, like, will employ different methods of just, like, the way you read it. You know?
You mean
Like,
it's
we read
the
from
way
left to
that
right.
it's kind of backwards and our cursive is different than theirs?
I think that, is it because that,
Our cursive is way different than theirs, man.
yeah.
I don't even know if theirs is what you would call cursive. Is that what you call cursive?
I think that's just the way the language is. That's how the words work. But I thought there was like a right
Folks,
to left reading.
we're
not-
still sniping. We're still sniping. We're roof dwelling right now.
being roofers.
We're looking for... Wait,
Oh, you gotta have the snipe.
I don't have my snipe anymore.
You swapped it
I didn't swap it.
for battle rifle.
The fighting is over. Now it's a ghost town. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. 25
This has gotten
remaining.
pretty tight, pretty fast. It's like you go through so much of the game, it's like, and then all of a sudden,
Loadout drop headed your way.
okay. Top 24 situation.
You're losing ground.
Was that you?
Hello?
That was creepy.
Monsieur.
Is there anybody in there? Well then.
So
See.
Ryan's only week vacation is centered around Holy Week.
I don't know when it is this year. Or
So we've
always
got to
around there.
find a 5-day, legit 5-day vacation that we can take on that week.
okay.
No matter what.
Where'd
5
we
to
go?
6 days. We know it's got to be on a Monday and it can come back on a Sunday. As long as it's on the East Coast, we don't have to worry about like total exhaustion the next day of school.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's not readjusting to time zones and she can go to bed at like 7:30.
Gas is closing
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Relocating the safe zone.
Bosnia, hostiles deployed the counter UAV.
Man, April, I bet we could get a cruise.
No, it's gonna leave on Sunday.
Ah, maybe.
And if it were not to,
Gas is moving.
Yeah, you're right.
Hostiles launched a mortar strike. Find cover.
Top 15. Let's go.
more strikes are no joke.
Less than 25, we're still standing. We lost that one, but we'll
I don't
come back
understand
stronger
how he
next
didn't
time.
get killed.
Well, we're gonna take a short intermission. It's not a rage intermission.
No, very normal then. Alright, y'all, we'll be back in just a bit.
Gas is inbound.
go. Get the ears on.
Gotta get my ears on, man.
Get your ears on
We
working.
still haven't hit all Mazrah City.
Alright, well,
Okay.
Mazrah City is going to be right under the
That's okay.
light path here.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get moving.
Cabron, my station here.
Fire one. You know, we should
See.
download Blackout and see if they've updated the servers now. Apparently on all the old Call of Duty games you can play them again. That's why I thought renaming it to Old Call of Duty, which is what I want, is because that's trending. And so I thought, but I think it's the second sentence that messed everybody up. Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, I get it. That was kind
Like,
of a...
it messed
tricky
the
one.
algorithm up.
Yeah, didn't know what to do with us.
So hopefully this will be a little bit more clear to them.
But if y'all
So
just
hopefully.
stopping in, thank you so much for the support.
Yeah.
59 subs. You guys
59.
are amazing. Oh my
59.
goodness. 59.
Okay, see, I thought it went from... So it's been an up and down day. I explained it a little bit earlier, but I'd love to just, for those of us just turning in, I'd love to explain the up and down day or weekend, because it was thrilling to pass the 50 point. On Sunday night, we talked about that. It was also equally as disheartening to go back below the 50 point.
Yeah, it was.
Then to go back above it was with hesitant expectations, but once we hit that 56 line, we felt like, okay, with a small amount of subs as we have, we're not going to suddenly lose 6 because of something we did.
Unless it's really bad.
Unless
which
it's
all of you
really
leave it.
bad. Well, as it turns out, we got 10 more subs, but we got 8 more subs. We lost a couple, but we're sitting at 59 now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's impossible to believe, because 25 to 50 just 4 days ago I didn't think was going to be possible, Allie, for a while.
No, it was nuts.
And now here we are.
Yep, here we are. And we're having a lot of fun, and we're loving it, and we're loving that you guys are loving it. Please subscribe, share with your friends.
Please subscribe. Please share those videos. If you think it'll just bring a smile to somebody's day, even if they're a gamer. And we were also thinking, if you're just a FPS, first-person shooter gamer, battle royale gamer, there's pretty consistent things about what we do. So it's not just, hey, Call of Duty, although there are legions of us. Same kind of thing. Everybody that plays Call of Duty knows how to play PUBG, and vice versa. Pretty much has a good idea. Not necessarily Call of Duty translating to Apex, but still the same idea with a battle royale. Oh.
That looks lovely.
I'm gonna soar above here and take me to the Bison.
Bison. Excuse me, guys. Are they going back to the ball?
There's only one.
Yeah. I'll always root first. Yep.
Dare me? I don't want to go for it. We said we were gonna snipe. We
Well,
gave our word.
We put a question mark on it.
I want to snipe. Since I got my win tonight,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know no one believes me. I know it. I can just hear my buddies now. Oh, yeah, got his win. Yeah, that's what he always says. Look at his rings. Oh, he lost them in a cereal box.
What cereal box is eating your rings?
Usually it's the Lucky Charms because they're the ones with the secret decoder rings. Right? Secret decoder rings, either it was a pirate ship one or it was a Lucky Charms one.
I don't know about
Oh,
decoder
please,
rings, but
yes. Just right here is fine. Please, yes.
oh, let's have fun, please. Please give us things for fun.
I know I'm gonna be walked up on.
Let's be cattle herders.
At least get one snipe for somebody. Who is this for?
Well, there's names on every bullet. Gotta just figure out what the name is.
Normally I'd go for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but this is going to be for the Ronald McDonald Kids.
That's your chosen charity today?
It's my chosen charity for my first snipe.
Alright, come on, VOD Squad. Come on, chat. Throw in your support. There's nobody scampering?
Do you hear that no one chose Pee Wee Herman in the prime of Make-A-Wish?
Like
No
as-
one chose Pee Wee Herman.
That's sad.
People chose like Bert and Ernie, Big Bird. When asked, people said, why are you not choosing Pee Wee Herman? And most of the kids said, because he's creepy.
It's a good reason. He is kind of creepy, right?
He is?
I don't know, it kind of creeped me out when I was a kid.
I didn't. Sometimes I just don't know how kids feel about things.
I just wasn't into the show very much.
Black site secure.
What?
Didn't
Good work.
that show he was on?
Pee Wee Herman's Funhouse?
Yeah.
Or Playhouse?
Get to the
Fun
new safe
Playhouse?
zone.
Is it a fun play? What is it?
I don't know. I think it's a playhouse.
Sounds like something a freaky youth camp would name their youth room. Right?
The funhouse room?
Funhouse room. Something sounds not so fun about it.
Moving here.
Yeah.
Should I go down and get my...
We got your snipe already, but yeah. Whee. Alright. We're feeling saucy now.
I heard him.
Gas is moving.
We gotta get moving.
Yep.
We're not too far from the gas. I haven't gotten my turn yet. Kill somebody yet.
Plus, no one has been around.
Who do we decide the first one was for?
The answer is yet to reveal itself.
No, we decided to go with the Ronald McDonald Kids Foundation. Ronald McDonald
Oh.
House. Did you
I
know
thought
I
you said-
stayed at the Ronald McDonald House? I'm one of the lucky ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They were good people there.
It's a
They
really good
made
place.
it fun. It wasn't anything that I can remember more than like a Radisson Inn, you know what I mean? Like a nice place to stay. But they had their business, quote unquote, business center was reserved for play area for kids. Just
That's
all
really
the kind of fun stuff. And they weren't, at least when I was there, they don't serve McDonald's. They serve like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's not one of those things where, hey, you're eating McDonald's food the whole time. But generally no one's there during the day. Yeah, because they're all at the hospital with their kids. I wanted
Yeah.
to see if I could shoot somebody.
I'm glad there's places like that, you know. Everybody deserves somewhere good to sleep. Somewhere safe to stay.
That's why I really want to hit somebody.
Shatter their safety.
What's for the Ronald McDonald House? Oh man, hate when that happens. You gotta be scampery, and I hate being scampery.
Scampery.
See if anybody's coming up this way. Where did the hell did that come?
Shot from the back and silent.
Pay attention. Down there soon. Get ready to fight. You're up next.
Especially when you get the opportunity to fight back.
Yeah, man. I didn't even feel like that was a fair fight.
Another fallen soldier.
Yeah, he got shot
I
in the
didn't
back.
hear him at all.
You're weak.
At all.
Only the
kept
But
strongest
I did know he
survive
was
the
crouch walking, so he was doing the right thing.
He was
But
sneaking
not
up.
to hear him at all. Like, I didn't even turn.
No, I didn't hear him at all. Not a minute.
The only thing I can think of is, were you running your yapper?
I might have been.
You took a beating. Back to base with you. Time.
He even
Settle the
missed.
score.
That doesn't make any sense.
He even missed VRR. It just, takes you off your mark. It takes you off your mark. What am I going to say? I am this close to switching to PS5.
Gas is closing in.
I gotta warn you. I'm that close. If they can't fix this VRR thing, I say we try it.
Andre's asking, is there crossplay in Warzone?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. PC, PS5, the whole thing. Hopefully, if Microsoft's thing works out, Nintendo Switch, that everybody's playing on the same thing. Of course, it used to be you could choose PC only, you could say in console only, but each one's going to have their advantages.
I think.
Except for Switch. I cannot think of the Switch advantage yet. Maybe low ping, because no one can see you.
I don't know. I don't know. I think the thing that the
Mobile,
Switch-
go into your hotel with just your controller and hitting cloud gaming because there's an Xbox app on the TV.
it's gonna be everything. Like you won't have to worry about having a box much longer.
So I think the question of crossplay right now is a good one. And I think the way they've solved it here is free to play. Isn't Apex crossplay? Yeah, I should be able to hop
think
on
so.
Apex with anyone.
Yeah, I think they've made most of these crossplay. Are there?
Not all of them, no. Some of them are PC only. Some of them are.
Well, yeah, there's some of the games that are PC exclusive.
But I think there are some games where you can only play like games that have.
Gotcha.
If you have PS5.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Which really hurts a platform like Xbox, which only owns, or theoretically used to only own, like less than 10% of the market.
Well, that's changing.
Not dramatically. I don't know how many people can make a dent in Nintendo,
I don't know.
but Nintendo.
Their empire is.
It's
vast.
gonna be interesting to see what Nintendo does with their mobile, because it's gonna be very inconvenient for people to carry around 2 devices soon.
Yes. So they will have to find a way to get.
Integrate Nintendo into the device that you're already using.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
And
know.
how might one do that?
Well, they have like they have like.
And
Pro
what's the point
controllers.
anyway with what's the point now that Apple's come up with
Training is over.
a new
Time to
way
see
to
what you
see
have learned.
through Apple's vision? There's a new world out there
I still can't quite believe like.
with Andre, with a world of on and off buttons.
So
And all
many.
of them work.
They do all work.
Get ready. 5 seconds.
My goodness me. Okay. I'm
All
gonna
right.
have a good game right now. I can feel it.
Battle Royale.
I feel that right now is gonna be a good game. I don't want to go to Mazrah City.
Be advised, gas
Where's
is
the
closing
Hydra? I
in.
like the Hydra.
Proceed to the safe zone.
All you said, all I can think of is the Phil Collins drum solo. Do you say something like, I can feel it in the air tonight? Or I can feel it coming in the air tonight?
No, but now that's stuck in my head.
But did you say, I can feel it in the air? Or,
No,
I'm
but
gonna
half
get
time-
this win, I can feel it,
Oh, I said I'm gonna have a good game right now.
Enemy
I-
soldier.
I can feel it in the air?
I didn't say anything about the air. I just said about
Feel
feeling
it in the air tonight, maybe?
I don't know if you feel something in the air tonight.
And that's
look,
called something like an impact riff, where all of a sudden I played around with it with the shorts, and I don't think people like it. But the impact riff is where you suddenly increase the volume for a blow to the chest. And what made that song so distinctive is that, yes, they were doing that in several different mediums, but not in that Euro rock / synthesizer type of stuff that was developing in the late 80s. And then he throws in this one pretty big musical style, even in Western classical music, with that hit. And it was so big and new to the mainstream. He points out that it wasn't new to anybody and that had been familiar with bands in and around the scene at that point. But when he used it and they had gone mainstream, people hadn't heard anything like it. It hit him in the chest and they hadn't experienced it. And so people often credit Phil Collins with that powerful riff, the impact hit, or impact riff. I'm gonna forget the name. It may not even be impact.
Man, that is such a great song.
What, the Phil Collins?
Yeah. It is just such a great song.
I think it makes it even crazier that he's the drummer.
Gas is inbound.
He is?
That, did you not know that?
I did not know that.
He is the drummer through the entire song.
No way.
Yes, that's one of those crazy things.
That's so cool.
You know another crazy song that
What?
you would not know that's as equally as popular, I think you would agree, that the drummer plays and sings? Hotel California.
No
Eagles.
way. Damn, that's so cool. Good for them. That's incredible talent.
Def Leppard's drummer could sing, but he was more known for how good a drummer he was, despite him not having an arm, missing one arm, because of an accident while he was in the band. They were in this big bus accident, and he lost his arm as a member of Van Halen
Ow.
or Def Leppard.
Like that was part of his band experience?
Yeah,
Oh, it's rough.
but he didn't sing. Ringo Starr,
Oh, yeah, Ringo I knew was the drummer, yeah.
Octopus's Garden. Was it Yellow Submarine his?
Is it? He had he had the odd ones, didn't he?
Ringo Starr, I Am the Walrus, Cuckoo, Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I can't jump in there.
you had then, what's his name that was so good? The guitarist. Why do we always forget him in the Beatles? Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison. While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
I don't know that one well. I know of it, but I don't know it. Someone died in here. Someone gave the ultimate.
All right, so if you had to name the most
I was
popular
trying to get
song,
something out of
most popular of all song of all time, I know mine.
Most
most-
popular song of all time?
Yeah.
yeah, I think I agree.
Okay. All right. So then we're gonna have to go with a different
Another
genre.
fallen soldier.
Because I believe, and I think I've persuaded a lot of people that the most popular song of all time is the opening few measures of the Hallelujah chorus. It is known worldwide. Almost anybody you sing this for is going to hear it or have heard of it. Pop song. Most recognizable pop song. Nice. Nice. This looked like just brutal headshots, dude. Nice.
Yeah, I wanted to get his head. What is...
Excluding Hi, My Name is Luca. Do you know that song, Luca?
No.
Excluding that one.
One of them that just, I don't know if it's the most, but one popped in my head would be the Macarena.
Oh, I didn't go down that route.
Almost
Yeah.
everybody can recognize that or like has heard that. Even if they don't know.
In that
what it
genre,
is.
everybody dance now.
Yeah.
In that genre, yeah, that would be pretty universal. But you're not hitting everybody dance now. I mean, you're not going.
Loadout drop
Or
is
that.
your way.
We will rock you.
Queen? No.
You don't think so? I think a lot of people know at least that beat.
Well, that beat, yeah, that beat is as old as the hills,
Gas is
but
moving in. New safe zone
I just
located.
don't see a soccer match in Uganda where they start singing "We Will Rock You." When you start going doom doom. But I know a lot of people in Uganda. If you play the Hallelujah chorus, it's going to bring a big smile to their face because they've heard it before.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I decided to just go for.
what would be a great pop song? You know, you think Michael Jackson. What would it be his worldwide hit? But that would be Thriller, and now he's dead. You know, he's not up there in the charts anymore. Then you would go to Taylor Swift. What is she singing right now that everybody wants to know? Who's topping the charts in South Korea or China or India? Because that could be who is number one. So I guess we'd have to say number one in traditional Western music, not including the Asias.
Get my air. What else do I have?
The Asian continent, I should say.
I gotta go down here and get my other gun.
Is that a shark? Oh no, that's you.
That's me. Where's my other gun?
There it is.
I'll take the bell.
You didn't
got-
want your other one?
I have the sniper.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need a short. I know it sucks, it's stupid because I just bought that. But I decided if we're gonna do a sniping night, I gotta hold true to what we're telling our fans.
But remember, sniping goes for the first 2 or 3, 4 if you want to push it, and then you've got the option anytime to switch to a regular weapon. When you see that, okay, it's feeling more close quarters than snipe land.
I really
But you're
haven't
right,
given it
you're
a
in
shot
snipe
yet.
land right now. Go up in that tower. Snipe down the, the balloon that everybody was hoping on using to cross. Somebody's going to be coming across that waterway.
What y'all think? Any takers?
Madonna, would she have a song? It seems like Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, I think is
Oh,
better than
yeah.
any Madonna song.
Yeah, I played.
Madonna song Like a Prayer. Like a Virgin. What's her most famous song?
I don't know. She's got a lot of them.
Vogue. But none of them are like generation defining. Like Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah, no, none of
That's
them are
Cyndi
like
Lauper. How about this easier one? Best song from the 90s. Your favorite song from the 90s.
that. Oh, from the 90s.
Let's see if Andre has an opinion.
Goodness.
Oh, okay. No, let's say go up. No.
My favorite.
Might be
from
in
the
bed.
90s. Oh man, there's too many. I would say anything on that Alanis Morissette Jagged Little Pill album. That was my first album.
But you got to go with one.
Right.
Jagged Little Pill.
No, then maybe not. Just the one.
What's the one where I showed him the peace sign?
Yeah, that's
Oh, just behind it.
One Hit in My Pocket. I like that song. That's a good song.
Yeah, but that's your favorite song from the 90s.
Think of
Oh,
it,
I
big.
thought that was on the money.
Man, it's a good one though.
So pick.
I'm gonna go with "As Long as You Love Me," but no.
You're gonna do that
Uh,
Requiem for a Dream song.
Millennium by
Dana,
Backstreet Boys.
Dana. What? Millennium?
Yeah,
By
it's
the
called
Backstreet Boys. How
Backstreet
does that
Boys.
go?
No, it's Larger Than Life. That's what it's called. Millennium's the name of the album.
How does Larger Than Life go?
Da da, you're larger than life. Dun 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 dun. It's a great song. Especially
But
when you're
would
in
I
middle
know
school.
it? I mean,
I don't know, probably.
look, I heard a bye bye bye. Tell me why.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
heard
one.
like a Backstreet Boy or whatever song on the
Alright,
radio
second
today, or on Pandora as a commercial. They're like older now. They're singing like in their 40s at like in booths, like making their commercials into jingles for songs. It was like, tell me bye bye bye, some insurance or something.
Bye bye insurance.
Tell me bye bye bye. And it was all them singing. All of them. How far they've fallen.
Oh my god.
So
I don't know that. Mbop
so
song.
Backstreet Boys
Do
is
that.
Backstreet Boys is your top band from the 90s.
Or that.
Not a, that's a real different contrast from Alanis Morissette.
Oh, I also really like Hanson a lot. I was in
Hanson.
that- Oh yeah, I was in middle school when that stuff came out, dude.
Oh.
That's gonna hit hard when you're 12.
Oh. Okay. Like you're thinking of that doo up,
Yeah.
bop bop, and I'm like, there's no way you as a vocal major like singing that song in the shower.
No, man. I was a vocal major. I was a kid.
Oh yeah, I was getting my PhD when that song came out.
Oh, no, I was in middle
Kidding.
school.
I remember that song coming out as the big first musical wormhole that went national, where all the adults would talk about it like Baby Shark, like they can't get it out of their head,
Baby
and
shark.
all the kids were just going nuts for it.
Baby shark.
No
goddamn.
explanation.
There really is no reason for it.
Do wop, bop, bop, do wop, skitty dabby dab, do wop, bop, bop, do.
And doing stuff, yeah.
The only equivalent would be The Lion King, but that has such a great harmonization. It gives you two parts.
Well, you're looking for, real music here. Circle of life. Now you got that going.
What?
The Lion King.
Away,
Oh, I was thinking different.
away. That's what I meant by In the Jungle. Like, in the jungle, the mighty jungle. Oh man, line it up, take your time.
Oh, come on.
Oh, 100% headshot. I think you can get out of here. Uh-oh, hang on. Yeah, you know,
third party.
You'll have to fight to earn redeployment.
Alright, Gulag number
Okay,
2.
my favorite song from the 90s would have to be probably a Chili Peppers song.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking it's either the easy one, Under the Bridge Downtown, or Californication. And I'm leaning towards Californication.
Oh, such a great song. Under the Bridge is a great song. Other stuff is good, man.
I
Chili
mean, you
Peppers
can't
is good.
forget Smells Like Teen Spirit, because that's iconic for at least the U.S. and Canada.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. How could it? That might be up there with recognizable songs.
I love that song.
Opening a Metallica. He's behind you. Open a Metallica. He's running around the corner here. He's in there.
Yep.
You've earned your redeployment. Stand by.
He went somewhere.
You snuck around. He thought he was going to find you,
He didn't.
and he did not.
He could not find.
That didn't count as a kill. That's upsetting.
I didn't kill him. That makes sense. I won the Gulag by getting the flag. Not death. So in essence, I probably disappointed my jailer.
John Mayer had a song in the 90s that really made an impact.
Oh, that, running through the high school, that one?
Which one was that? Running through my
On
school.
the halls of my high school, that one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking more,
Oh my god. I saw the laser the moment.
Learn from the loss.
Mr.
Failure is a wise
Bubbles.
teacher.
Why is it
I-
always Mr. Bubbles?
I was thinking more, put up a parking lot, paved over. That's when he started making
Oh,
his more
cruising.
philosophical push into the guitar, and then really made a performance push. I respect him a lot.
Oh, man.
But I wouldn't make him a defining musician. 90s,
I'm going back to Last Morissette. She
you,
was so
you'd
good in
have
the
to
90s.
throw 90s.
Ace of Base, The Sign, that I Saw
I
the Sign
saw the
song.
sign. Yeah, then that would mean that you'd have to throw in.
That's early 90s.
I bought me a whale and it's about to set sail.
Love Shack.
Love Shack. That would mean that those, and then we start throwing in YMCA. YMCA may be
YMCA is
one known
huge.
worldwide. But going back to where we were, 90s.
There's so many.
There's a lot of good ones.
A lot of good music. I'm such a weird, like, in between generation girl.
Easy. Gin and Juice.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh god, you're gonna start bringing in Gin and Juice forever. That's so good.
Gin and Juice. What's another one?
I don't know when that 50 Cent one came out.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Um,
Then you're gonna go into Eminem, all the Slim Shady stuff.
Holding for deployment.
I think we're starting now to talk about the odds.
Now we're getting into We're also just going circling around the stuff that we really like, which is most things. We have quite a wide, eclectic taste. I don't think we're lacking in wideness of range of music. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
1.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Well, let's see now. There's
Interesting.
Sawadilid. Yeah, that's a really low circle. We still have one more kill to get in Mazrah City. But that's pretty far off the beaten path on this
Battle
one.
Royale.
Outskirts ain't too far.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get moving.
Auf Wiedersehen!
She's German.
She just said Auf Wiedersehen.
What time is it, sweet?
11:45. Wow.
All right.
Time has flown.
This is it, guys. Unless you need another one, sweetie, and we'll definitely go with that because that's fair.
We'll just have to feel it out.
You get a shot to get your win. You feel it out.
I can
I'm
feel
not
it
in
out.
any hurry to get to bed. In fact, I could have another monster and play more. I'm good.
Well, I've still got about 2/3 of my current monster left to go, so it's summertime. I can stay up a little later. No big deal.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Besides, I'm not gonna get to hang out with you for a few nights.
Oh, that's true.
Got so used to hanging out with you.
We'll
all the
hang
time.
out tonight, tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Not for that long because I gotta get ready and go to bed early.
I know. I gotta take you to the airport at the crack of dawn,
What time's my flight?
like 6 something.
Okay, that's not terrible as long as it's something.
I don't know if it's something, but it's 6 something.
It's a 4:30 for Rye.
Yeah. That's all right. Plate box behind you.
Oh, and I need all my my smooth
Your smooth jazz? What?
you know what I mean? Get through the line smoothly.
Well, all I gotta do is send you a
Oh
picture of
my.
your boarding pass. You're good.
And do I need to get my passport renewed? Probably.
I think within the next couple of years you're up. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ryan
go
and I have to
ahead.
get new
I'm
ones.
just gonna go ahead and assume I'm traveling internationally. Just
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and assume that and pay for the whole thing.
I mean, get the international.
And if
free
I
check.
if I don't get to go travel internationally, then I'm taking Ryan somewhere. Every year from here on out.
Oh, she'll love that. That was right around the time I was telling you that my dad started taking me on trips.
I'm gonna assign you to Wheel and Deal to get first class.
Oh, is that stuff? Inland deal. I mean, that girl, I mean, she's probably earned a lot of frequent flyer miles by now.
Well, I'm not gonna get her first class and me nothing. Is that what you're suggesting?
She would get the first class experience and kick you back in the coach. Say, bye, Daddy. Have a nice flight.
Oh, she'd do it.
She'll just kick back with the Coca-Cola.
Given the choice.
TV screen.
Given the choice, she would just prefer us stay home on the zip lining.
I don't need you guys.
You think I'm kidding?
I don't think you're kidding. That's one of the reasons why it's funny. She is that independent. And headstrong. Oh, you still have one.
Okay, I was about to say.
It like automatically refilled it for you since you were really close by. For your convenience.
It refills twice?
No, I think you were just standing over the other one at the same time you hit it, so I think you just grabbed it. Or I don't know what I'm talking about. That's more likely, friends. We all know that Allie goes in and out of smarts.
Let's see if we
Hostile
can find
UAV
this
in
guy.
the sector.
I'm gonna go a little more Hitman if that's alright with you, Allie.
Yeah. Do what we're doing. Gotta get things happening. Job done. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Hostile counter UAV is active.
It's like swimming in a creek. It's like, just run across it, you big dummy.
It's like, it's too deep to just run, but too shallow to swim. It's the worst. Oh man. That storm tonight, when I was driving on the highway, it was crazy.
Yeah,
The torrential rains.
we didn't get it that bad here. I was sucky. But we got enough. We got enough that made me feel good. I'm so glad we mowed today and weeded today.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nothing to feed those roots.
Yep.
And then everything to rejuvenate. I don't know if I cut down those too much, those cone things,
Mm-hmm.
but they were...
Nice shoot.
Is this his stuff?
That looks like a bomb drone. See, they don't tell you. Oh no, it's a buy zone. Somebody bought a buy zone. It wasn't this guy.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Requesting close air.
Hostiles
Target
called in an
marked.
airstrike.
Copy that. Phoenix 2-3 is on station. Strike inbound.
Whoa!
Team wiped.
Nice. Did you see that loadout though? It almost hit you in the
Closing
face.
in.
Yeah,
Relocating the safe zone.
that was a weird little exchange there.
That was crazy. Well done, sir.
I'm not gonna get my loadie.
Well, you got boatloads of cash. You got no worries about supplying yourself.
Is this guy doing something? We're here.
I don't know.
If he is, I don't like it.
It used to be in blackout days when you saw that like beam of light. That's where the zombies were.
Yeah.
I didn't like the zombies.
We should install Blackout after this.
I think we should. I bet there's more people playing on it. Like it wouldn't
That's
be
what
super
I mean.
hard. Yeah.
Xbox is getting ready.
Since you've been saying.
They've reopened the servers.
Oh man, Blackout's so much fun.
Yes, it is. And now I think I'm going to be so much better at it than I used to be.
Me too.
Okay, so I need a gassy, so I actually do need to make a reasonable play for one.
The observatory is close.
I can make a gassy play up this way.
Cabron, buy station.
We're going to have a lot of people headed for it.
There's also a few further down in the circle.
Yeah, I saw that, but I need to jump off this anyway, huh?
Yeah, I heard.
So I need a gassy. I'm good with this guy.
Does that have that weird sight? Okay, it's just a laser on the side, that's all.
Yeah, it's not the decanted laser. Thank
I just
God.
saw something on the side. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, whoa! God, everybody's jumping out of nowhere today.
Hostile UAV overhead.
M16.
Oh, now I know where we are.
Black site is clear. Area secure.
Nice. Let's see now.
Where was he? Shot me from up here.
You may want to double check your inventory. Yeah, I thought you had some extra bullets.
Think I missed some back here? Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't letting you pick them up. I'm like, I bet something's full. Nice.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone
What does that
relocated.
do?
Enhanced UAVs. So when you pop a UAV, it must tell you more stuff. I guess it's really only applicable if you use UAVs.
Yeah. It's totally useless, is what you're saying.
Guess so. If that's the only thing it does. The medic one makes sense, though.
Part of me wants to get fully away from this. A lot of...
everybody else?
Very high. Got 14,000. Anything you think I need?
If you want to get your own AR or your own sniper, that's about it. But, I mean, you're set. If that's like a risky spot.
Good call.
Alright, it's under 40. I'm gonna shut up.
Depends on what I'm wearing.
Hostile UAV active.
This is a part of the job. Aktaka? What?
Ataka.
Just said something weird on there.
Well, checking the things.
I want to try to get all the surfaces covered so you don't have to be there. And I got to put a little bit of pressure on Jenny towards the end and say, Jenny, I really need you there for like the late 20s and the first Sunday and the she should be able to do that for me.
Yeah, and I'll keep in touch with Steven and just see what.
And then
is needed.
Sam should be able to do this week, the week after choir, the week after that, and then that's Jenny and Jenny.
Okay, so this
Then
week.
Alex has already done his big thing.
Okay, got it. So this week
Is
there's nothing.
is Sam?
This week is Sam. Okay.
So y'all don't need to go.
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you load up now.
Well, yeah, Jen and I will take
Moving
care
here.
of it. Don't worry about a thing. Make sure everybody's coordinated. Folks know what's going on when.
With Steven as well.
Oh yeah.
And
well,
the best
Steven's
time
gonna
to
be
do
the
that
one.
is on Sunday.
Yeah, no, Steven's he's the main thing that controls what the songs happen. 'Cause I can't do playing. Alright, anyway.
Gas is closing in. Enemy squad is tracking your position.
Requesting fire mission. Target marked.
Solid copy. Mortar strike on the way.
Oh man.
That was a good move, man. I was like right for it.
Oh, am I still in?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. Cool out time.
How's the stream health?
Another
It's going
fallen
great.
soldier.
Alright, good.
Got a couple people dropping
You're
in.
weak.
Really appreciate it. Everybody,
Only the
please
strongest
subscribe,
survive the gulag.
like, share, get us out to your friends.
You make it sound desperate. I need it to sound life or death. We need you to sub, because if you don't... What's that great, beautiful name? Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
That guy was fast. I will find you.
I will find you.
Nice. In the head. That's right.
Gas is
We
moving.
got a loadout drop here.
I got one shot at this.
Locked down. Area is clear.
Hostile UAV in the sector.
Didn't have
One
a
of
plate.
25 remaining. You fought hard out there.
Alright.
To base for debrief.
I couldn't tell where he was seeing me from.
No. It's like
made
he's
it to the
peeking
top
through
10.
the window or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he was. Alright, I got this next one. Go ahead. Go ahead. I got it. I'm feeling it now.
Hey, that was a good game.
14, I'm feeling it now. I knew the MacGyver thing would work out a little bit better, and I did it.
Get to the new safe zone.
Got some strong caliber rounds.
How many kills did I get? I didn't bore the people, did I?
You have 4. That's more kills than I've been getting all night. We haven't gotten a chance to use our rage screen yet. I haven't been mad enough.
Oh. Alright, so it's instruction time then.
Oh no, it's not.
Well, it's instruction
That doesn't mean
time.
instill rage now. I was simply
It's
making a
instruction
note.
time.
I was simply observing.
If y'all were wondering what instruction time, it's Allie's favorite. It's Allie's favorite time of the day.
It's my most favorite of all the times there
I'm
are.
gonna psych her up if you can give me just a second.
There's an oasis.
Avoid the gas. Get
That's
to the safe zone.
interesting. I wanted to the oasis. That didn't know that
It
was
was
here.
one of the new things they added.
That's
They
pretty
couldn't
cool
think of any
looking.
buildings. They just added some water. No, it's cool. I haven't seen it. Ooh.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Would you like to take? And now we begin correction.
Sorry, guys. Had a moment. And now we're back from my moment.
Good. Now we can discuss it rationally, which is what I hope to do from the very beginning. You saw the Oasis, and I agree that we should have looked at the Oasis. There's two parts of that concern me. Is that you took your eye off the ball. Part of keeping your eye on the ball is landing from the
I
parachute.
swear to God, I'm putting that rage scream right back up. I'm gonna punch you in the nose.
But here's the larger point I have about the Oasis is it's a game strategy that's been in development, and I am the one that authored that development, which is
I swear.
when you decide to land.
Wait, don't tell me. Can I guess?
I don't think you should anymore. What I think you should do is land near a buy zone. Now, what a buy zone looks like is
This
a
makes me
shopping
sick.
cart.
Where's my rage button? I swear. You're right. I do need it tonight. It's because of you, not because of the game. You make me rage.
Shopping cart should remind you of Mondays.
I think you really need to take a step back there. How about start over?
Reminds me of Saturdays, but should remind you of Mondays.
I think
But what that is a buy machine.
rage.
It's supposed to show you that you put things in carts and then you purchase them.
Rage and rage at you. Rage at you.
Warm up while you can.
We were talking about earlier in the stream about how difficult the transition was from paying for things with cash and credit and now switching to paying things from your phone. And you were talking about how difficult the transition to pay for your phone is going to be. And now I do pay for my phone mostly. So I get it now. Like, the shopping cart doesn't mean the same thing as it used to mean. So if you don't necessarily think, oh, that's the place that Mark's talking about,
Warzone.
it's catching on. I'm telling you, the theory's catching on.
I swear, you guys can't see the inside of my veins right now. But my blood is steaming.
You're
It's
what?
already boiled.
I'm sorry, my ears are in. What?
Never mind.
5 seconds to the release point.
This is my last game.
No, it's not. You got this. The frustrating part is we're not sure that you've learned this yet.
I really think
It's
you
not
should
on auto
stop
deploy. I
talking.
did. Oh,
What was the whole thing about me not talking?
when you were yelling comms at me all the time.
I'm not the
Every time I
jibbiest.
would open my mouth in the beginning of our streaming, comms.
Yeah, you're the jibbiest of all.
Do you ever wonder how the word is hydroelectric? The word they say in front of it, which looks like a Middle Eastern word,
You're being tracked by
is
an
that
enemy
word
squad.
translate as hydroelectric, or is that the noun or is that the city or whatever company to describe the hydroelectric plant?
I think it's the latter. I think it's a proper name and not a translation.
Okay, because then
The only reason I say that is because that's the pattern for the rest of the map. It's like and the name and then the place.
Oh yeah, Satik Village and then Satik Caves.
Yeah. That's what makes me think that the first.
But
was
I
a
don't
proper name.
see it in a Middle Eastern looking language. I don't want to get that wrong.
I guess you don't. But I really don't know. I keep thinking those are like cool packs I can pick up, but no. They're just piles of clothing for somebody else. Someone that knows how to open doors. And play games and stuff. Maybe get some practice. Oh, I have a chimera. Ooh. I don't want to breach things. Oh, I'm being hunted. That's fun. Where is my hunter? Let me greet my adversary. I was just right here. What am I doing? Fa la 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 and do da day.
You're losing ground.
I am losing ground. And not just because my head's empty. Cha. That doesn't make any sense.
But in job, did you say?
No,
But in jaw.
neither. I was doing a really bad, like drum and cymbal, like that kind of thing. I was too lazy about it though, so it sounded like words, and not like percussion. That's what happened there. In case you needed more details.
Do you want to explain why everything's a drum?
Well, I don't know if it's true.
Everything is a drum. Name one thing that's not a drum.
Jello.
Drum.
You're safe.
No way.
You lost the
Yes.
enemy tracker.
Jello cannot be just. It's just. It'll absorb anything.
Oh, you could make it the sweetest bass sound ever.
No,
Hook
drum.
hook some speakers up to it. Tap it with
Drum.
with a spoon. Boom. 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 I mean, you could feel it, you know, just shaking the earth with the right amount of mic on it. Name one thing that's not a drum.
A goldfish.
I won't go into how devastating that could be and horrifying, but yes, a goldfish can become a drum.
No, it cannot. I'm going also with, the lines of decency, not just physicality.
No, there's no lines of decency when creating a drum. Most drums were created out of animal hide at the very beginning.
That's true. That's very well said.
So I would say you'd freeze the goldfish and treat it like a drum with toothpicks.
That would be very flat.
Still work.
A very flat sound.
Well, yeah, so what? It's still a drum.
What else could you...
Jello was a good one, but I'm glad I thought through that. Thought through that for everyone, actually. That's going to be taught in theory books.
Well, the whole crew appreciates that.
Singleton thinks everything is a drum. Prove him wrong.
That's just going to lead everybody to say everything is
Prove me
a
wrong.
drum.
Seriously.
I don't know if I can. In fact, I'm pretty positive I cannot. Pretty positive I cannot.
People would say the atom can't be a drum, but then I would say the atom bomb. Splitting the atom makes the most percussive sound ever made.
Well, also, everything is made up of atoms, so
So
a
beating
drum
the atom
already
in
has
half.
atoms in it.
Beating the atom in half. What did you say?
No, I said like an
Is-
atom, right?
Isn't that the smallest shit ever?
It's also the building block of everything. So
Yes, the
atoms are
smallest thing ever.
technically- They make.
So
there's what makes
even
a
the
drum.
atom's a drum.
Whoa!
There you
Mr.
go.
Captain America's not a drum.
Even the atom is a drum. See what I mean? Because you can split it, and it makes The biggest boom ever.
That does make sense.
People say, well, you don't hit it with a stick. Well, you hit it with something like a stick. Enough to split it in half. I don't know what you call that. An axe? I call it a big fucking stick.
Sorry, YouTube. Big sticks are a big deal.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
We've got a loadout drop coming. That's great news. Or even joyous.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
We gotta find some.
What's
TV show.
outside of people, and, you know, just like in animals and, you know, just humanitarian? What's one thing you would not beat on? Or just ravage?
Like something you would not drum?
Just destroy. No matter what, you would not destroy it. Not people, not animals.
Not anything alive. We're starting
Not
there,
just
right?
things.
We're not
Yeah,
destroying
just
anything
things.
alive.
Just things. And you destroy it.
And you're saying what's something I would not destroy?
Yeah. What's one thing you'd say, no, you can't destroy this. It's too important to humanity.
To humanity or to
Or both. Both. To you or humanity.
Redeploy.
Well, I don't think I'd take a beating to, like, the Eiffel Tower or something. That'd be unwise.
So you would say the Eiffel Tower is the thing I'd save.
That's different than just something you're not going to beat versus what you're going to save.
What you're not gonna what?
I thought the initial question what's one thing you're not gonna like wail on, like beat to a pulp,
Oh, destroy.
destroy.
Yeah.
Not what's the one thing you'll save. It's the one thing you'll destroy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was thinking on both opposites. Either one. What would you rather? The one thing you'll save or the easiest thing to destroy? That matters.
What if I want to destroy? What if I only get to destroy one thing? You'd probably want to pick something that's like worth destroying, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be meaningful to some people. Doesn't matter what you like. Let's say the Great Wall of China was the wall separating East and Western Berlin. There are a lot of people that would be really sad to take down the Great Wall of China. You know what I mean?
For redeployment.
Well, under the Great Wall of China,
Because it's been there for thousands and thousands of years.
yeah. China has taken care of things. Oh no, do I have time?
Like there are some things that are symbolically bad that we want to keep.
Get me anywhere. Oh,
Like
it's the hydroelectric.
one thing I think I
after
could
all
get
this
rid
time.
of. One thing I think I could get rid of that would make a lot of people angry, but is Mount Rushmore.
Well, isn't it like not nice to begin with or something? I don't know.
Yes, but that's one thing I could get rid of. It's a very complicated story, and I don't want to get. But bottom line is that's one that would stir up a lot of feeling in people in both ways. But that's one I would like to get rid of.
Yeah.
Take a picture of it. Redo it.
We can
Try to
take a
get it
mulligan on
back
that
as
one.
best back to its former glory as possible.
Restoring things is very important.
And I don't know that. Well, I'll get off on a soapbox here because I love the people that live in the Lakota tribe. I love these people,
Excuse me.
so I get a little emotional. so I shouldn't be talking about that.
Happy, happy, joy, joy. We are having fun times, streaming.
It is fun times thinking about the grasslands. If you've never laid eyes on the grasslands, particularly in May or early June, my God.
I haven't really been many places in the
It
country.
is. Oh, and the Badlands, but the grasslands leading up. If you're headed from west, or from east to west, towards the Rockies, you're talking about one of the most beautiful drives imaginable. I think that's Route 90. I do think that's Route 90.
Is it?
Yeah. Way out there.
Man.
I think we hooked up. I think we took Route 90. I think Route 90 goes through Chicago.
Does it? I don't know where things...
Because there's no bridge that takes it over the Great Lakes. You know what I'm saying? So I think it has to kind of dip under the Chicago line and heads back up towards Des Moines, Iowa. And that way it gets back up, and then I think it really skates the bottom, the middle, lower half of South Carolina or South Dakota, maybe the dead middle of it. I can't remember. But what a beautiful drive! What an interesting part of the country.
It's unfortunate I don't like road trips very much because I should see more of the country.
It really is unfortunate because the part of the road trip that makes it memorable is the part that takes a long time to get to. The reason why so many cool things to see on road trips is because no one you're passing through there, and generally you're on a 6-hour drive at a minimum, right? So nobody says, I'm going to stop at the corn cob palace where the whole town is made out of corn cobs. Nobody says, I'm going to stop there, right?
Yeah.
Drive an hour off the road to go see it and an hour back. Most people are like, we're hightailing it to our... So then it becomes a little different, but you have to be easy.
Where are you? What the crap? Oh, God, I hate that. Oh, irritating.
The bottom line is both you and Ryan would have to become comfortable with the truck. Like, where in the truck do you guys like to be to read? Or
it's the car sickness. I can't read.
That's what I mean. Where can you be to not get car sick? Or books on tape.
Oh yeah, I got
Books
lots
on
of those.
tape is even better because you would be paying attention to the scenery.
Yeah, just listening to my books.
But what if the
I
way
do
you
love them.
describe it, you would have, me in Scotland would have been dreadful for you. I literally would spend 10 to 12 hours a day in the car.
Yeah,
Just
that's
going
not-
from place to place. I would get out. I would be out of the car for half an hour. I'd be out for 15 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. But it's a 10-hour, 12-hour day where you know you're getting breakfast, you're getting lunch, and you're picking something up to take home for dinner. And you've basically been up since sun up to sundown. Your whole experience has been centered around that car, and most of the time has been in that car or driving that car.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough for me.
But that's the
But
only
it's
way to
Scotland.
see
But see, then it's that.
just that one area of the Isle of Skye. And you can go back and see different areas of just this one island off the coast of Scotland. Unbelievable. Bucket list. The exact bucket list that y'all think of. But you can't get there from here. At a minimum, at 4 hours, you would have been asking yourself, because that's where we got to Loch Lomond, or Loch Ness. And I knew that it was another 2 hours to go, but then it started snowing. Do you remember I called you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's dumping snow, and I had no idea.
Oh.
I hadn't packed for snowy weather. It was a mess. Thank God, once we got over one of those highland hills, we came back down into the valley, and then it wasn't snowing, it was just raining. But I got to my cabin just before, I remember calling you, just before the sun set. And I said, you're not going to believe this. Did I FaceTime with you? I FaceTime.
You did.
Opening up, and you could see the green at the bottom of the mountains where the water was trickling all the way up to the browns of the snow.
It's crazy.
It was crazy. And then these little fishing boats moored in the...
Oh,
And just highlands as far as you can see, some greener than others.
paradise.
Little
inside.
locks in there, with little abandoned manors and castles and houses, just stone remnants of what used to be.
It's amazing.
I don't know if I enjoyed that more or knowing that you weren't there to enjoy it with me. It was so great knowing that this is everything you had hoped it to be, but I was the only one there. You know that feeling? Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
The eye I got, chat.
That was
the
almost
eye I
funny.
got.
It was almost funny. It was really close. I'll give you that. It was really close to funny. It was just over the line of, nah, I'm angry with that.
You're angry with that?
Yeah.
How can anyone be angry with that? That was funny.
Yeah. That can dig.
No, but in all seriousness, that would have been a trip that you and I would have loved.
So that's a restart.
But it counts as a mulligan. I might as well see if I can shoot my way out of it. It is frustrating, but I was just a new place to land. Gotta figure it out.
Another fallen soldier.
What was I just talking about?
You're weak. Only the strongest survive the gulag. Gates!
I was gonna show a shout out to my main man. What's his name? The Knight.
Oh, Knight Rider Ralph.
Knight Rider Ralph, dude. That dude grinds. I
cool.
really have a lot of respect for him. If you haven't checked out his channel, I think what I do is tough, and then I got Ali with me, and he is nothing like me. So that's why I say there's really no competition here.
You're done. We're sending you out to base.
I really thought I had her.
Me too.
I thought I had her with 2 headshots on the way down and then hit her body a couple times.
What is
I
it?
don't trust this.
What is it with this, like, princess superhero pack? Like, I'm seeing Captain America and like,
then
Supergirl.
Captain, I'm in all black.
Yeah, and then there's the guys who are just, like, in camouflage bodysuits for the whole game.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
in
you
that
see-
black that gets so dark you can't see light.
You can't see it all. You can't see it all. Oh, man. That makes me think of that black paint that we saw that one time.
That's
on
what I
that
mean.
show
That's the
that
one I'm thinking of.
absorbs all light. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it.
So, chat, we're thinking of getting rid of a couch in favor of a desk in a living room.
Yep.
And for those of you that don't understand the layout of our living room, it's a pretty standard middle class living room, where it's long, it's got a fireplace, it's got a couch that could sit in front of the fireplace, plenty of room for a baby grand at the end of one end and at the end of the other end. You know, a room for maybe another couch or a couple of seats and some coffee, type of stuff, right? And instead I turned one corner into what I call the man corner, which has theater chairs where we're sitting now on the TV and all that kind of stuff. You can't see, it's kind of hidden. And then the rest of it is where the piano is, and then also we have a sofa that traditionally would face the couch with a coffee table, which would face the fireplace. We're thinking about getting rid of the sofa that sits against the wall and putting my new desk there.
Mm-hmm.
And my new desk is something that we have to decide on, because that's a big deal.
Yep.
It means moving things. It means rearranging this, making it much more minimal than it ever has been before.
Oh, it's gonna feel great.
And at the same time, give us both a workspace when we're doing stuff like this, and me a workspace to just be creative in what I do here with the shorts and what I do with the music and the videos and stuff.
Yeah. So you need to have a good workspace for that. And right now we're doing kind of the crouching hunchback thing, sitting on the sofa and then using the keyboard on the coffee table. Guys, you can all picture that. It's like hunching over. But that's how the current arrangement is. But I do think this idea of getting rid of the couch,
Take this time to warm
put
up.
the desk up against that back wall, all of a sudden the middle of the room is completely open.
Yep.
Completely open. You've got piano on one end of the room, TV and stuff on the other end of the room.
When Ryan starts to play cello, there will be plenty of room to play cello in here. There'll be no sense in having to hit the in pin on the ground. We'll have that rug there that'll sit beautifully for her to practice. The issue that I come down to, Allie, is how much money
Practice is over.
are we
The real
willing
fight
to
begins
go
now.
in on a setup like that? Because yes, you could theoretically we could put most of the editing setup, not the streaming setup, but most of the editing setup over there. And that would make things way faster. It would make things way more efficient. The sad part of what we're doing right now is that we can't record directly onto a machine that we're talking about.
No, we are recording onto a hard drive, which is good, into external drive. That's helpful.
It would be nice if it was an SSD.
True, but it's still pretty fast and it holds a lot of stuff.
It does. I'm going backwards.
Cabron, buy
Yeah.
station.
Let's see where the wind takes me here.
Well, it's taking him too.
Wondering where he's going.
I don't know. I think he pulled a left.
Where's the zone here? Yeah, I want to kind of get out of the zone. We got people way ahead of me though. Man.
Man. Recon drone. What does that even do? Just like a powerful UAV?
Yeah. If I had that AV vest, it would be devastating, I bet. No.
Probably see everybody's names. There's a plate on that desk, just heads up.
And a sniper rifle.
Oh, you got a chunk of lunk right now.
I know.
I love these. Sometimes when
I'm
you get it going.
gonna go for the hope. I know there's somebody in here. I'll find a little cache.
Well, there's the snipe. They've been giving us snipes all night long.
Which one do I have?
Gas is inbound.
2,900, enough for one.
What?
2,900, you have enough for one. Always loot first. That's a killer setup. It really is. Alright, let's go find a spot and crack some skulls. Caught me in the corner of my eye. Well, let's see. People are
Gotta
probably
give
gonna
him a
go that
show.
way. You sniping the buy? Sniper the buy? Oh. Nice.
Oh man.
Oh. His car's on fire. He's gonna come after you now. He's not happy.
Oh man.
You crashed his ride. Oh, I guess you got into a fight over there.
Is that his car?
I don't know. That's somebody's car. Or something. Oh, it's a riot shield dude, too. That riot shield guy was funny.
Black site is secure. All clear.
Oh. Drive away.
You know people had to hear this.
Just keeping an eye out for any movement. As of yet, I don't see none.
Suck. It's that explosion.
I don't know.
Loadout drop headed your way. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Oh, right then.
Moving.
Hostile mortar strike in the area.
Run, Forrest. I'm
Someone-
here. Something bet me.
I was just thinking someone back there isn't having a good day.
You know from Forrest Gump, though?
Yeah.
What's that line?
I feel like something came up and bit me.
Yeah. That followed up by someone who isn't having a good day?
I was just thinking those guys in that explosion that we just saw back there.
Oh.
They're not having a good day.
I thought it had something with, like, shit happens or whatever. It happens.
That happens.
Was it smiley face?
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the movie he steps in some dog poop.
And he's like, it happens.
Yep.
What a movie.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, it's gonna break Ryan's heart.
Oh my god.
I
I
almost
can't
am
watch
afraid
it.
to show it to her.
I can't watch it and not
Oh.
lose it.
I know it's gonna be like, Ryan, this is a real movie now.
These are gonna be tough.
These are when movies make you feel the feels,
So many feels.
and a lot of the feels. Alright, so we got way out there. It looks like that compound's gonna fit in it. So we get anything farther than that compound is what I'm aiming for. Like that guy parachuting way out there.
Ooh.
He's in that all black suit.
Yep.
All black suit.
He sure is.
I'm gonna take a look, see guys, don't worry.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Alright, we just keep inching
Moving
our
here.
way this way.
I'm gonna take my chances through the woods. I don't have a lot of plates though.
No, next guy you kill, just steal him.
I'm gonna raid one of these compounds. I see him. Does he see me? He's fighting.
Gas is moving.
Moving. This is enemy territory. Keep it tight.
Smoke.
What?
That's smoke.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. Be able to tag him.
You can just keep hit. If you spam it, you'll be able to tag him. I have some idea about where he is.
And let him fight it out.
Or they're exceptional players and they just don't get hit by it. Both of them can be true. That's where they were, right? Were they down there? I thought they were right in here.
I think they were down a little bit close to the road.
You mean down in here?
No, up the hill a little bit more, like...
Here?
No, so not in, like, building complex, but, like, on the other side of the building complex, but with the grass, like where you just were.
Yeah, but where was I? Right there?
Something like that.
Oh, there it is. Something's happening. Oh,
Whoa.
something just
Oh,
meaty just happened.
those are some flailing bodies.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
Moving here.
Gotta let him go.
I know, you need to get some plates and a mask.
I guess you go for him here. Ah.
You're losing round.
That was weird.
Hostile UAV active.
the rule.
Ping, guys.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Do I have a gas mask?
You do
Does
not
he?
know. I don't see one.
Gas is inbound. Ten remaining. Give it up. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Gas is closing in.
45. Ah, nice shot.
Only 10 remain.
Oh, man.
But we'll come back stronger next time.
I was close in there.
Phew.
I was close in there. It was, yeah, I just had to play it a little bit more cool-headed. It wasn't the most exciting game in the world, but it was fun. Good conversation in there.
Gas is inbound. Marking the safe zone.
Alright, this has gotta be like last thing, dude. It's late.
What?
Just one.
Alright, well, we can call it.
I'm not doing one more.
Oh, well, that doesn't make any sense, but sure. Because one more, I mean, we get this drastic tune-off. I mean, do you want them to stay for one more game or no?
No, probably not. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
Oh, man.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful evening. And it's a Wednesday. Tomorrow's a Thursday. Wait,
Today's Tuesday.
today's Wednesday.
What day is it? Oh, it's almost one. Yeah, it's one. It's Wednesday.
And tomorrow's a Thursday. Am I standing corrected or are you standing down?
I am standing down because you're right.
And good night, everyone.